Hey, what's up everybody? Doug Lane here, Fast Lane Car Care. Earlier this week or last week, or I don't know when you're gonna see this exactly, but I did a video on must-have tools to start window tinting. You know, went over my pouch. We talked about phones and tablets and all that. That's all set up for auto glass. You know, what you need to get started for auto. Today I want to do a video about flat glass. It's a little bit different animal. You don't need an extension cord. What you are going to need is you're basically going to need a lot of the same tools. You know, you're going to need an alpha blade. You're going to want to tape measure to measure stuff. You know, scrubby pads. Your corner tools aren't as important, but you still need a good one. And I find the chiseler works pretty well. Sometimes, especially if you're using, like, if you're on old wooden panes, like, you'll get a little bit of, you know, junk, and you kind of need to hammer that out. I always try to prep the best I can, but, like, you know, the last flat glass job I did was the building was over 100 years old. The wood frames had been painted and sealed and painted, and I'm not gonna sit there all day with a razor blade trying to scrape every single little speck off the edge. But one thing that you really do want is you want some kind of ladder system or platform. I like the platforms better than the ladders because you can get up here and you've got room to work. You know, this thing is awesome because it extends up. You know, it can go lower. It's got these wings on the ground that you can make this more stable or less stable. I mean, even when they're in, they're not really, it's not wobbly or anything like that, as long as you're on a flat level floor. Maybe if you're outside, that might be a different story, but we're generally always inside. So love these things, man. So I got this one originally. It was a cheaper one. I don't even remember how much I paid for these, but I think this one was like on sale for 70 or 80 bucks, so I bought it. I liked it so much that I went ahead and bought that one, which is about twice as expensive. It's heavier, it's more robust. It is a little bit complicated. Like this, you just have this little button on each thing. It folds up, boom, done. This thing, you gotta slide these in and drop it. You know, and right now I got the wings out, so I'd have to collapse all the wings, collapse that all the way down. But this will get you in areas where this one can't. Generally, I don't use a ladder, but I do like this one simply because it is set up. You can tell I've used it because I got window tint stuck in the thing or something. What is that? Anyway, I think that's tape from the sticker. This, I don't know if I can show you. Each one of these sides can be moved up and down independently. This can also be flipped completely vertical to make it, I think it's like up to 22 feet. Like this little guy here shows you. You can go up to something like 22 feet. You can set this up for stairs. You can set it up 90 degrees, regular step. You can do a ton of stuff with it. Honestly, the entire reason I bought this was the last job I went to do. There was a desk right beside it, and these wouldn't fit. We needed a ladder that I could get up high enough, but still fit between this big desk and everything. So this was a ticket. I don't even think, because the window was up a little bit, I don't even think that I had to extend it out, but super handy to have. This is less than 200 bucks. Really, really nice. So I always charge a ladder fee if I'm going to be on a ladder, scaffolding, anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and charge an extra. I don't even remember what it is, but it also kind of depends on the size of the job. I went and did a flat glass job. The windows were 9.5 feet tall by basically 4 feet wide. All day, up and down on the scaffolding, up and down. It was like, I think 9 panes, you know. So, yeah, ladder fee. You know, you're not going to go easy on them there. If it's just a small job, just a little residential job or something, and you know, you got to do one window up there, you know, maybe 40-50 bucks extra, something like that. But another key thing, you know, having the right tool for the job is super important. It's going to make you look more professional. If you got to go climbing around on customers' furniture or anything crazy like that, it's just not going to look good. You show up in some old rickety wooden ladder or something like that, you're just not going to give a good impression to the customer. So make sure you have the right tool for the job. I've got all three. I love all three of them for different reasons. I use all three of them on a pretty regular basis. So we'll kind of circle back around to your regular tint tools. You're going to need a squeegee. You can use a regular auto squeegee for it, but I find this Fusion 8 works really, really nicely. Saves you a lot of time versus a 5-inch. You wouldn't really think it does, but it does. I think you can get 12-inch squeegees, and honestly, if I did more flat glass jobs, I would definitely have 1 or 2 of those. And then another handy thing to have is a steel straight edge. This is obviously just basically a 24-inch ruler, corked back, so it's not going to scratch anything up. I use it for auto glass once in a while when I need to cut a perfectly straight line, and not just eyeball it. But this is nice too. You know, a lot of times when you're doing flat glass, you'll start getting, let's say this is the corner, we're going this way and this way, you start getting up to here and the film just, it's not going to be good. So if you try to force it and make your cut, a lot of time your cut's going to be off. So I like to just whoosh like this, and then I'll take the film and move it, and I'll use my straight edge to finish off my corners, and then I'll cut just a slight little, just cut the ear off, you know what I mean? So you'll get a cleaner edge, stuff like that. It'll be less noticeable. But other than that, for flat glass, man, I really don't use anything else. It's pretty simple. You could get some pinstripe tape if you wanted to use blackout tape, but most residential and commercial stuff I do is in reflective, or like a clear film, like a 40% or something like that, where blackout's going to stick out. I'd say another super important tool would be your heat box. You need to take this with you and show your customers when you go to quote the job. You know, have a test pane set up with whatever film they're interested in, and you can sit this on their desk or wherever, fire it up, and they can immediately feel the difference. Because a lot of times, man, when we're talking about, well, you can get 70% heat rejection, but what does that actually translate to? You know, to a lot of customers, that's just a number. But if you can stick their hand in front of it and they can tell a difference before and after, and, you know, make sure you tell them, you know, this is, in my case, it's a lifetime warranty product. So yeah, you might be spending $600-700, but you're not going to have to spend that money again. And you're going to save on your energy bills for the next 20-30 years or however long you own your house. You know what I mean? So this is an excellent sales tool that will help you book more jobs. So I don't want to get too like drawn out. The other video I wanted it to be like 20 minutes, ended up being like 40 something, but I thought I had a lot of valuable insight. Now if I did more flat glass jobs, I would get something that rolls, hands down. This is great. It worked with my other kit, the other pack out box I used to use. When the rolling pack out boxes came out, they're basically just deep holes. They were made to put your big bulky tools in, so for me it didn't really make sense. But now, you know, I think that a rolling setup would be the way to go, because it kind of sucks. You get this thing loaded down with some stuff. I mean, it's heavy, empty. I don't know what it weighs, probably close to 15 pounds, I would bet. All it has in it is extension cord. You know, something that rolls will definitely save you some lower back pain, I guess. But you know, that's what you're going to need to get started. You're going to need some kind of setup to carry your tools. It doesn't matter if it's a little caddy or what, but you want to have some kind of professional looking way get your tools in the customer's house or office or whatever, you need to have the right tool to reach whatever windows you need. You know, charge accordingly. Charge a ladder fee or scaffolding fee or whatever. Don't be afraid of that. If it's a big job and you need something like a boom lift or an aerial lift, you know, if you've got experience running those and that kind of thing, go for it. But you're probably not going to run into a situation like that when you're just starting out. So, I mean, there you go, guys. There's some of your must-have tools. Get started in flat glass. I hope that, oh man, I need a haircut. I hope that, you know, these videos are helpful for you guys. I do enjoy making them a little bit. We're going to change the lights in here, I'm fairly certain. But, yeah. So, I appreciate all you guys watching. Also, we got merch available. I've been putting a link in in every video in the description. I know a lot of you people are probably like me and you just use your TV and there's no description, there's no link, you know, no box or anything like that, no comments. But you know, you can log in with a mobile device or whatever. There is a merch link. I really don't care if you buy it or not, but if you do buy stuff, I appreciate it. You know, helps me. These videos aren't free. I mean, it takes time to make. I mean, we're at 10 minutes and some change. I could be doing something else that pays me money, but I like to do these videos, try to help other people, help them learn from mistakes that I made, or, you know, teach you guys things I wish I would have knew before I got started. But that's pretty much all I got for now, guys. I appreciate you watching, appreciate the comments, the views, and all that stuff. Appreciate the subscribers. I'll see you guys on the next video.